And hello there, welcome back. So here we are. Finally, this has been in the making for a few months now. And here we are with the GP Rejects Championship. So right now, who have we got taking part in this championship? So as the intro said, we've got 30 drivers all vying for not just the wooden spoon winner, aka the best of a bad bunch, that's what I've called it, the wooden spoon winner, but the ultimate reject. Anyway, I'm going to put a prediction. I reckon it's going to be Bruno Giacomelli in that 1990 live car. That is probably going to end up as the ultimate reject. I mean, we all know that car's going to be massively off the piss. So, let's quickly go through and run through the order on who we're going to be, on who's going to be taking part. So, we've got the Riccardo Rosset, the tosser himself, in the MasterCard loader, and Vincenzo Sospiri, the other MasterCard loader. Pedro Chavez in the 1991 Coloni. That never pre-qualified for a single race. I think that particular car was just basically engineered by some students. Yeah, I think maybe Enzo Coloni must have been running low on money. So obviously it was built by the Coloni team, but the engineers I think were all students, if I remember correctly. So, we've also got Taki Inoue. It's a win for Taki Inoue. Now, how is he going to fare up against all the other rejects? Anyway, right now we're riding with Yuji Ide, the man who had his Formula 1 super license taken away from him. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly test my soundboard to see if it's working.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Okay, yeah, don't think that is working. Never mind, we can fix it another time. Oh, it is working. Good. Yep, all times may be shit, especially for all of these reject drivers. So, what we're doing, pre-season testing, but we're also throwing in a little bit of jeopardy here. Because what's going to happen before the teams all go to Phoenix for the first race of this Reject Championship? The slowest 10 drivers are all going to have to go through pre-qualifying. Oh, there goes Azuri Suzuki. That's Suzuki off the track. Anyway, here is the slowest man on track. Well, who we all predict is going to be the slowest man on track. Bruno Giacomelli in the 1990 live car. And there goes a Zach Speed past him. So anyway, as you can see, I've installed the auto cam. So we've got the display, who's doing the fastest times. But anyway, right now, it's Andre Montabini, currently fastest in the 1996 40. And there he is trying to pass Pierre-Henri Raphael in the 1989 Real. Second fastest is the other, oh no, it's a Pacific, yeah. Johnny Car Wash, Giovanni Lavaggi. That is literally what his Italian name translates to in English. Johnny Car Wash, how about that then? P4, Jean-Marc Gounon in the 1994 Simtech. That ill-fated Simtech. And then P4, John Denis Delatraz in the 1995 Pacific. So, it's quite weird seeing Pacifics doing quite far up the order so far. And then we've got Volker Weidler in one of the other Reals. P6, Paul Belmondo. Actually, it was Paul Belmondo, now Bertrand Gachot. In the other 1994 Pacific's gone P6. I was wanting to try and get him to drive the 1990 Coloni with that flat 12 Subaru engine. That was almost as bad as the Life W12, but he refused. Well, once I'm able to find that car, I am going to make him drive that car. I mean, Bruno Giacomelli does need some competition for that ultimate reject award. But as the caption says, It's only pre-season. So, anyway, let's go through the rest of the cars.
Sometimes maybe good,
So,
sometimes
I
maybe shit.
tipped Roberto Moreno for the wooden spoon. He's in the 1992 Andrea Moda car, and so is the first Stig, Porry McCarthy. Right, so now we're watching It's a Win for Taki Inoue. Anyway, now we've got David Brabham, quite far, is now up to P3. Luca Badoer P1, so right now it's both the 40s running first and second. And then David Brabham third, and then Johnny Carwash. Oh! Off goes David Brabham and Montabini in the final corner. Anyway, let's go down to the bottom and see who. Let's have a look, see who's running down at the bottom. Ah, well, what do you know? What do you know? It's not actually Jack O'Malley last. Oh, running last. So right now, the slowest is Michael Bartels in the 1991 Lotus. He was covering for a few races for Johnny Herbert in 1991 after Julian Bailey got dismissed. But then they couldn't bring Herbert in for all the races for the rest of the season because he already committed himself for Japanese Formula 3000. So that's why they brought Bartels in. He certainly wasn't a Michael Schumacher. And then we've got Taki, and then Aguri Suzuki. Yeah, now Jack O'Malley is next slowest. Anyway, this is a half an hour testing session. So there's quite a bit of jeopardy. Teams need to get themselves in order if they want to avoid having to go and pre-qualify. What we'll end up having is the slowest 4 cars being eliminated, and so we go into qualifying with 26 car grid, and everyone will start using pre-qualifying to get rid of the slowest 4 cars. Have that mad dash 9 o'clock on a Friday morning. Anyway, yes, who else we got down there? Taki Inoue, he's now fastest. So who else we got down near the bottom? Ricardo Tossa, as expected. Bernd Schneider, decent driver. Bad car though, that 1989 Zach Speed. Giovanna Amata is Giovanna Amata, the last female driver in Formula 1. And is to compete in the Grand Prix weekend. Yep, you're right there, Murray. But this isn't a race. So Taki Inoue might as well keep himself mentally in check. Anyway, I don't know what I'm rambling on about. Anyway, I'm trying to multitask between my soundboard. Right, we're on board with Gregor Wojtek, the thug. Anyway, the Lambo up there locked his brakes, don't know who it was. So, who else we got taking part? Let's try and run through the order. So, Taki Inoue, who we already established, Giovanni Lavaggi, Delatraz, Badoer, Jean-Marc Gounon, Montabini, David Brabham, Yuji Ide, who at least seems to be driving respectably so far. I mean, you'd hope so. And that 40's just run wide. So, Yuji Ide is driving the most modern car, the 2006 Super Aguri. So at least he's not driving disgracefully right now. But it's not going to get him his FIA super license back, that's for sure. Right now we're on board with, well, we were on board with Roberto Moreno. So then Bertrand Gachot, Weidler, who we've already mentioned, Domenico Schiarattarella in the 1995 Simtech. Moreno, who we've already talked about, Nicola Laridi, he's in the 1991 Lambo with that beautiful Lamborghini V12, and his teammates Eric van der Poel, who is quite far down the order, Pierre-Henri Raphael in Real, Oscar Lalaurie in the Euro Brun, and Gregor Wojtek, in the other Euro Brun, the Jägermeister car, quite a nice livery. But that's what I love about all these old cars from the late 80s and early 90s. They just look so, even slow cars, they just look so good in the tobacco sponsorship. They just look just so right. Right now we're on board with Nicola Laridi. Oh no, it's Moreno in the Andrea Moda. And he's running behind he was running behind Giovanni Amati. Yeah, the camera view seems to be changing pretty quickly. A little bit too quickly sometimes, so I might as well give it my James Hunt. Oh, some shoddy camera work.
And all I can say to that is
Right there, James. So, who else we've got taking part in the championship who I've not come across yet? Oh, our favourite, Olivier Grillard. Oh yeah, I've got Pedro Diniz in the 1995 40. Gabriele Tarquini in the 1989 AGS. Yeah, I think that's probably everyone all covered off now. Right, so now we've got Jean-Denis Delatraz who's gone fastest. I think Jonathan Palmer will be spitting feathers seeing this. Well, mind you, having said that, just look who he's up against. It's not like he's up against Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher. Let's put it that way. Right, Yuji Ide looks like he's going to do a big send on one of the MasterCard Lolas. Right, so we're coming up to almost halfway through this pre-season testing session. Anyway, I think we've got a few cars running on wet tyre. Yeah, do I spy a couple of cars running on wet tyres? No. Oh, actually, surprisingly not. I would have expected the Andrea Moda team to be putting Perry McCarthy out on the wet tyres like they did at Silverstone in real life. But yeah, that was absolute madness, wasn't it? Now we're back with Bruno Giacomelli. Mikhail Bartels has still not come out the pits. So I don't know if he binned it on an outlet or if his car's broken down in the pit lane or for whatever reason he hasn't been able to come out to the pits yet. Well, if he don't get a move on, he is going to have to go into the pre-qualifying stretch. He's going to have to go into the pre-qualifying lottery. And that's going to be a fun lottery. Schiattarella kicks up dust going through the Campsa corners. And now I've got a nice view of it all on Paul Belmondo, because we do have some cockpit view cameras. That's quite a nice helicopter shot though, following Montemini. Anyway, right now it's a Pacific 1-2. And the funny thing is, I've read one of those, thanks to the Facebook group for the fan group for the old Pacific team. Someone managed to share a fan club covering letter from Keith Wiggins, dated July 1994, where there's the two Pacifics. It's a Pacific 1-2 right now. There's a Eurobrun off the track. So anyway, coming back to the fan club letter written by Keith Wiggins, or whoever it was, their PR director. Their aim was to win the championship by the year 2000. Well, they didn't exactly keep to that. Well, they didn't exactly keep to that schedule, did they? Right, let's go down to the bottom 10. Let's see. Oh, David Brabham's just locked up big time. And he's being harried by both the Pacifics, both running line astern. So right now, the teams, if the session finished as it was right now, here's who would have to go through the rigours of pre-qualifying. Right now, P21, Giovanna Amati. At least she's not disgracing herself. Oh, off goes Montemini, but he rejoins safely. And then Gregor Wojtek, the thug, who was involved in the crash in which Johnny Herbert had his bad accident in Formula 3000 at Brands Hatch in 1988. 23rd, Gabriele Tarquini in the AGS. 24th, surprise, Olivier Gouillard. 25th, Bernd Schneider in the Zaxby. 26th, Ricardo Tosser in the MasterCard Lola, and then his teammate Suspiri. 28th, Pedro Chavez in the 91 Coloni. 29th, Bruno Giacomelli, pretty much where we all expected him to be, miles down. Will Giacomelli even make it through a single pre-qualifying session? Well, anything can happen, especially even more so in the GP Rejects Championship. And off goes Rafael. Oh, and there's a big coming together. Somehow Giovanna Amati, somehow she managed to continue without any damage. So, right now we've got, Perry McCarthy has now dropped down to 21st. So it looks like he's going to have to go through pre-qualifying if things stay as they are. So right now you got McCarthy, Amati, Wojtek, Tarquini, Gouillard, Rossi, Suspiri, Chavez, Giacomelli and Michael Bartels. They're all going to have to go through pre-qualifying in Phoenix. If the session finished right now. Right, we're coming up to 10 minutes left. Anyway, Keith Wiggins will be absolutely buzzing if things stay as they are. Anyway, let's see where are Gasho and Belmondo. Anyway, they are both in the top 10. So it seems like Keith Wiggins seems to be putting in effort. He's taking this all seriously. So, there's been a big collision coming up. Not Valora, managed to stop in the nick of time. Yeah, Raffanel has got issues. He's coursing very slowly down the... Oh, he seems to be... Yeah, he's got knackered suspension. If I were you, Pierre-Henri, I'd pull off the side. Yeah, he's gonna try and go around the whole track. Yeah, he is. Yeah, just saw him in the back of the shot. He's gonna try and go back around the track. Madness. Yeah, he's gonna try and go back all the way back round again. He's got a whole lot to go get back round again because there's almost start-finish straight. Mind you, having said that, this is the GP Rejects Championship for a reason, isn't it? Anyway, Taki Inui goes up to P3. Both the 40s are showing quite well. Yuji Ide's doing quite a decent job as well, still in the top 10. Anyway, let's go back down to the the dreaded pre-qualifying places. Right, Eric van der Poel is now hovering dangerously to dropping below P20. Right, got a whole gaggle of cars struggling to pass Giacomelli. Yeah, he's holding up Larauri and one of the 40s. So, still got Perry McCarthy, Giovanni Amati, Gregor Wojtek, Gabriele Tarquini, Olivier Guillard, surprise, surprise, Riccardo Tossa, Sospiri, Chavez, Giacomelli, and Michael Bartels on all. As things stands, they're all going to have to go through pre-qualifying on that Friday morning in Phoenix. Anyway, I also don't think we're going to be seeing Bartels come out on track either. So right now we've still got a Pacific 1-2 as we're coming into getting nearly towards the final 6 minutes of this pre-season testing session. Coming to you from the Circuit De Catalunya. Oh, Lavargi's just been punted off. That was a big old shunt. Who was it who punted off? Was it Yuji Ide who just took him off? Yeah, I think that's Lavargi out of this session. Yeah, I'm going to take a bet. It was, yeah, I reckon it was Yuji Ide who punted him off. I mean, after all, that's the reason why Yuji Ide had his super license revoked after a few races in the 2006 season and sent one of the Midland cars. I think it was Christian Albers who he punted. Yeah, who had punted into a roll at Imola. Right. I'd keep a good eye on your mirrors, John Denise, because Ide is probably going to try and punt you off as well. Anyway, I suspect after the end of this test session, Keith Wiggins is going to be going down to the Super Aguri garage and have a right word with Yuji Ide, to put it mildly. So anyway, looks like Larini has got himself, I think, was it, who was it who was in the... So right now, 21st, Giovanna Amati, the black Stig, 22nd, Wojtek still 23rd, Tarquini still 24th, Riccardo Tossa still 26th, Sospiri still 27th, Chavez still 28th, Bruno Giacomelli still 29th. Michael Bartol still last. Not done a single lap. Don't think he's going to make an appearance whatsoever. So I think we can pretty much guarantee he and Bruno Giacomelli are going to have to go through the rigours of pre-qualifying in Phoenix. So now the question is, who's going to avoid who's going to avoid having to go join pre-qualifying? Right now, you've got Pedro Diniz just outside in 20th. In the 1995-40, Diniz in the oven, although that was 1996. Yeah, Oscar Larori is also hovering quite dangerously close to that, dropping into the pre-qualifying rabble. Anyway, we've got Bernschneider being overtaken easily by Walter Simtex. They've left Lavage's car by the track. Right, we're coming up to 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Got Volker Vedler coming into the pits. Maybe he's calling it a day. There's the other Real already in the garage. I don't think Riccardo Rossi, aka Riccardo Tossa, is going to do much. Anyway, he's a whole 3. Yeah, I think he's about 3 seconds slowest. Yeah, he's got to go dig out a whole 3 seconds to get out the pre-qualifying scrap. We're now on board with Aguri Suzuki, the Super Aguri. Bruno Giacomelli, it's all a bit academic, no matter what Giacomelli does. That Life W12 ain't going to be going any faster. Even if you put Ayrton Senna or Michael Schumacher or Alain Prost at the wheel of that Life car, they won't get it much faster. Right, this could be an interesting final few laps, especially for some of these cars looking in danger of having to go through pre-qualifying, and Diniz is one of them. Yuji Ide isn't. He's quite comfortably safe, so to speak. Delatraz is now being held up by the Life car. Anyway, who would have reckoned Jean-Denis Delatraz finishing fastest as things currently stand? What a season this could be. Because as I might probably already mentioned, I would tipping Roberto Moreno to be the one to challenge for the wooden spoon honours. But right now he's only where is Moreno in the timing sheets? Yeah, he's only 17th. And there's his teammate Corey McCarthy. He's going to have to go through pre-qualifying as things currently stand as well. Right, we're in the final minute now. So, we're going to have any movers or shakers in the... Yuji Ide goes top. Yuji Ide sets the fastest time. And right now, he's saying, what do you think to that, FIA? Where's my super license? Well, calm down. It's only pre-season. It's only pre-season, Yuji. And pre-season testing doesn't give you a super license. But it does give you quite a good chance of being in the conversation of taking the Wooden Spoon Awards. Right, the session is nearly done. And that's it. Time is up. Right. So, who's gonna have to go through the so anyway, that's the end of the it's gone into qualifying. Right, so hope you enjoyed that stream. I'll be back with some. Watch out for a post with the results from the pre-season test, with a rundown on who's going to have to go through pre-qualifying for Phoenix. Right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back soon for round 1 in Phoenix. But also watch out for round 2 of my of the Automobilista 2 Formula 1 1991-1996 season. This time from Interlagos. Can I put in a much better show than what I did in Long Beach? I think that should be easily done. Right then. Catch you next time.